Good morning and welcome to my channel Mind Your Math. Today we are going to do a few sums based on exponents, and all these sums are taken from the preparatory paper for olympiad examinations. Now we are starting with the simplest sum, and this is our first sum. 2 raised to m minus 2 raised to n is equal to 216. We need to solve for m as well as n. Okay, whenever you have an exponential form or more than one exponential forms on the LHS and number in the RHS, our first step should be to convert the number also into an exponential form so that it is easy to relate the LHS and the RHS effectively. Fine. Here I have 2 raised to m and 2 raised to n, both are exponents, and here I have a number 2016. So let me convert 2016 to a power of 2. Here you can see 2016 has been successively factorized by using prime factors, and these are the factors that we are getting, and here I have written the prime factorization of 2016 in exponential form. So 2016 is 2 raised to 5 into 3 square into 7. Okay. Now the RHS is a product of numbers, whereas the LHS is the difference of exponential terms. So I need to convert the LHS into product of terms so that I can equate the LHS terms and the RHS terms. Okay. Here I have taken 2 raised to n outside as a common factor. So my first term becomes 2 raised to m divided by 2 raised to n, which is 2 raised to m minus n. Here I have a 1 and this is my RHS. So 2 raised to a power is always an even term. 2 raised to a power minus 1 will be an odd term. Fine. Basic maths. Now when we are equating the LHS and the RHS, because we have a power of 2 in the LHS and a power of 2 in the RHS, here I have a 2 raised to n and here I have a 2 raised to 5, I can equate both of them. Okay. So now let us see what we are getting as the value of n. 2 raised to n is equal to 2 raised to 5. So equating the powers, because bases are the same, n is equal to 5. Fine. Now the remaining term is 2 raised to m minus n minus 1, which I told you will be an odd term. That will be equal to the value, which is 3 square into 7, 9 into 7 is 63. I can say that 2 raised to m minus n is equal to 63 plus 1, 64. The second sum is very similar to the first sum, except that instead of finding the values of m and n, we need to find the value of m square plus n square. I have solved the sum for you and we have gotten the value of m square plus n square as 185. Our third sum is based on evaluating a particular term, and this is a term that is given to us where 2 is raised to various powers expressed in terms of n. But the value of n is not given to us. It is only mentioned that n belongs to natural numbers. We need to evaluate this particular term or find a specific value. Whenever you have a sum like this, we need to manipulate the given question in such a way that our n term gets cancelled. So 2 raised to n has to somehow get cancelled, and we need to have proper numbers so that we can actually find the value of this term. Okay, so now let us see how we can do this. Here you can see that 2 raised to n can be taken out as a common factor from the numerator as well as the denominator, and when we do that, 2 raised to n actually gets cancelled, leaving us with proper numbers inside the brackets. So we will get the final value as a 3 by 2. Looks like a complicated sum, right? It is taken from R.D. Sharma. So let us see how fast we can do this particular sum. When you have a sum like this, we need to simplify it, correct? When you look at it, you cannot take any factors outside, because even if you take them outside, you can take an x or a y outside, it will become really complicated. So how do we simplify it? First, let us simplify the terms that we find the easiest. Look at this term, this and this. So it is y raised to 4 under a square root. So we know that because y raised to 4 under a square root is easily solvable, because a square root is basically a term raised to 1 by 2. So this is y raised to 4 the whole raised to 1 by 2, thus giving us y square. Okay. So one term we have simplified as y square. Okay. Now let us move to the next term. Let us take this term, which is x root of x raised to minus 2 by 3. Now I need to cancel something so that I feel better about the terms. What do I cancel? I will express root of x as x raised to 1 by 2. Correct? I will get x raised to minus 1 by 3 because 2 and 2 will get cancelled. Fine. I have simplified this particular term also as x raised to minus 1 by 3. Now let me move on to the denominator. Here you can see that x and y raised to minus 1 by 2 is under a square root, which means both these terms are raised to 1 by 2. Square root means raised to 1 by 2. So this is x raised to 1 by 2 and this entire y raised to minus 1 by 2 raised to 1 by 2. Fine. Simplifying, this is what I am getting. Now let me substitute all these three values back into the given form and see what we are getting. After substituting the simplified values, we were finally getting the answer as y raised to 9 by 4 by x raised to 5 by 6.